Hello, little ones. Welcome to the dentist. So today we're going to be looking at something completely new to the channel. We're going to be reviewing the Multiverse DC Collectibles line. I think that's what it's called. I could be wrong. I don't really keep up with this line that much, but I did really like this Batman. The reason why I like this Batman is because it's from one of my favorite Batman series of games is the Batman Arkham series. Love the crap out of this series. I have played the campaign on Arkham City like so many times, like it's ridiculous. I did not mean to turn that on, but look at that. Woohoo. But anyways, this is the Batman Arkham Asylum version. I would love to see an Arkham City version because that is my favorite one out of all, like, four of them. I think there's four. Arkham Asylum, City, Origins, Night. Yeah, there's four of them. But Arkham City was my absolute favorite. As I usually do, I ramble on for a little bit. I almost knocked that over. What the hell are you even standing on? Anyways, so I could ramble on for a couple minutes. I loved Batman to death. Batman was my absolute favorite character for DC. The only DC character that I really like, and the only part of the DCEU that I like as well. Honestly, I really did like Christian Ben Affleck as Batman, but we're not talking about that. We're going to talk about games. We talked about the game. Favorite game was Arkham City. I remember when Arkham Asylum came out. I played it like so many times when I was little at one of my brother's friend's house. He would hang out with him, and I'd be pretty much all alone playing Arkham Asylum. And then I'd just go in there whenever, tell him I needed help with the level. But when Arkham City came out, I was stoked. I looked up every single trailer, teaser. I was so hyped for the game, and it did not disappoint with the amount of characters was in it. I don't know, just the story was nice too. I just think Arkham City is one of my favorites, uh, just out of the whole line. Um, but I would love to see Arkham City figures like this because they did have Arkham City figures, but I never got my hands on them, and they're old and they're like cost a lot of money now. But pretty good I got this guy. But yeah, let's take a look at this real quick. I gotta zoom you back a little bit because this is a big box. Let's bring the light over here just a tiny bit so we can get a better look at that. So you see the figure in its glory. You got all its accessories. Got the ZC Multiverse. The top of the box has 12 and up McFarlane Toys, which I believe is the exact same company that made the Doom figures, which is pretty cool. On the side it says Batman Arkham Asylum. On the back it's got this really nice picture of Batman there. And also here you also get other figures, and one of them is the Arkham Asylum Joker, which I have seen so many times in stores. I would totally pick it up, but I don't know. There's just something about his face that looks off. I think it's like he's got a giant forehead. Now, I don't know if that's like accurate to the game, but I mean, it's cool. I'd probably pick it up if I found like the right one that fits my taste. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's pretty much it. You also got like two Wonder Womans. I don't care because I didn't really like the Wonder Woman movies. Hate me if you want. Got another Batman there and a Superman from the animated series. And there's their Instagrams and stuff. So if you want to follow mine, you know. They can plug theirs, I can plug mine. So we're going to open this figure up. And we're going to see what all he's got. Oh, I actually didn't notice that. I have opened them up before, but it was kind of just for like a little bit. But I didn't notice this, which again, exact same problem with the Doom figures. Oh my gosh, that actually is cool. The background is so nice. I love the comic books as the background. And it's ruined because you have to take out the card and the stand. I mean, you could leave them in there, but I mean, it kind of blocks the packaging, really. They couldn't have just put it with the packaging. of that thing, or not had it at all. The car, you get like a nice little car. I'm definitely not tearing this because it's pretty cool. I really don't want to because honestly, I would have had him displayed with this in the background, his card right here, and stand right there and have him right there. But I can't do that because if I take these out, it's going to rip the packaging like the other ones did. Uh, the other ones being the Doom Eternal ones, because the Doom Eternal had the exact same problem with the stand being connected to the background and the Marauder's axe being also connected to the background, which sucks. But whatever, it's cool and all. So let's get all of Batman's stuff out and let's take a look at them. Alright, so here is the figure all in its nice little glory. I will admit, I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is like the extended grappling gun, but I don't think that is. I don't remember that in the game, which sucks because I love this game. And I don't really remember. I think this might be like a smoke grenade or something. I know you're probably going to hate me, but I'm sorry. I've not played the game in a while. It's been a hot minute. I love the games, but I have not played them in a hot minute. But I could say that the sculpting on this figure is amazing. Let's get a nice little close up here. The sculpting is very, very nice with this figure. He has got a lot of nice little details. His cape, I love how it flows down like that. The detailing on the cape is nice. His gauntlets are really nice. That would focus. Oh, there we go. And there's also, you can see patterning on the armor as well. The utility belt is nice. It just all looks great. I love it. The head sculpt, let's look at that head sculpt real quick. The head sculpt, though it may look yellow on camera for some reason, see if that will help. That kind of helps. The head sculpt is actually not bad. I do like it. The eyes are not cross-eyed. They look nice. They're looking at you straight on. The head sculpt itself is nice. The giant ears are basically perfect. This figure is very nice. Very nicely sculpted. And I'd say nicely painted too, to be honest. I think there's not really a lot of nitpicks to say about painting and sculpting. I think it's all really nice. Everything is pretty much rubber. I mean, not everything. Like the joints are nice, but I think the cape, they're just little rubber parts, and even the little crap. What the hell are they called? What are they called? I don't remember what they're called. Gosh, his gauntlet pieces, the sharp little pointy bits. There we go. His blades, his gauntlet blades. They're nice and rubber too. You do have to toy around with it because when you first get it, it's gonna curve a lot like that. So you pretty much just kind of have to toy around with it. I think there's like a technique where you can heat it up with like a blow dryer and just kind of form it back to where it was. Never tried it before, but because I never really had an issue. But I don't think he really needs it. The articulation seems pretty nice. All the joints seem nice and solid. The cape is pretty much just one piece. It flows down, but it does look nice when it's on the ground. Like if you look at that, like that looks nice. I love the way that looks. So let's take a look at his articulation. So pretty much he has standard stuff. He's got like a nice little 360 at the head. Can look up that far, down that far. Arm can move out. There's also a twist, a little spin at the arm. Also spin, I think, at the, what is that, the bicep? I don't remember. Gosh, I don't remember a lot. But that pretty much turns too. There's just a hinge joint at the elbow. It's a very tight hinge joint. Very nice. You got some up and down at the arms, some nice little spinny, some up, some downs. There is a ab crunch, which you can look up that far, back that far. You can pretty much turn it side to side on two separate joints. So you got that one. I believe this bottom one too. So you get this one and you get that one. His legs have a nice little expandable. It can pretty much go back that far, back that far. Pretty much has a double joint, I believe. It looks like it. Yep, there we go. Double joint at the knee. And he's got some, doesn't have any twist there. Some foot postability on a ball joint, it looks like. Here, pretty much go up, down. And he's got a toe bend, which is nice. And I believe a not really great pivot, but it's okay. It's an okay. I mean, it's not even okay. It's not really even a pivot, but I think that's pretty nice too. I really do like that. Let's take a look at his size. I have two figures here that are pretty much kind of the same genre of toys like them. So we have like the Marvel figures, the Marvel Legends. They are bigger. I think if I would have gotten Venom, he would have pretty much been probably the same height. So I probably should have did that, but it's a smaller figure nonetheless. Then you got the Boba Fett, which is smaller since these are 6-inch figures. And these are like, I think I measured it. I don't remember how big this guy was. I do have a tape measure here, which pretty much almost 8 inches. That's a big boy. So he does have some heights, have some nice detailing and stuff. So let's look at his accessories, and he's got a nice little selection of them. I do really like some of them. It sucks that I don't really know exactly what they are, but I mean they're pretty cool. So let's take a look at them one by one. So here's this one. I don't remember what this is. It's not the I don't know what this is. I don't remember this in the game at all, but it is nicely painted. I do really like it. Pretty much just this nice little like gunmetal gray color. Got a nice little shine to it. No other colors to it, but that's pretty much fine. You also have the Batarang, which looks really nice. I do like that. Very nice looking Batarang. Got some nice little detailing in there. And you also have a closed Batarang, which looks really nice too. And you also have this, which I'm not sure what this is. But it is cool. There's some nice little yellow tips on there just to give it some extra detailing. The sculpting's nice on them. I just can't remember what these two items are used for in the game. But other than that, that's pretty much all the accessories. But pretty much all in all, I do think the figure is very nice. The painting on it, especially on the gauntlets and the boots with that nice gunmetal gray, is very nice. It does seem like there is a lack of paint pretty much at the chest and pretty much just at the legs too. Anywhere where there's this like light gray look, it just kind of looks like there's a lack of paint, which I guess is fine because that leaves like kind of more, it kind of leaves less for paint chipping. I think the figure is great. I do really love it. The cape is probably just my favorite part. I just really love how flowy it is. The accessories are pretty good. The articulation is very nice too. The painting's nice. Even at the face looks nice. Even on camera, it did look like it was yellow for a bit to me. Probably not to you guys, but kind of just at certain shots, basically like that. It looks nice. The painting, just all that stuff is really nice. I think the only downfall is that there's no pivot, so it looks a little off when he does moves like that. But he does manage to stay in place, and I really do like that a lot. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much all there is to talk about, really. But with all that being said, I think that is it. He does manage to hold his accessories very nicely. He looks great. The painting, detailing, all that crap looks great on him. And hopefully, maybe soon, I have seen Arkham Knight Batman's, but I would really love to see a Two-Face, because Two-Face was like one of my favorite characters in Arkham City, even though he didn't really show up for that much. I know he does come back a little bit more in the Catwoman DLC, but I didn't get to play that. But it would be kind of cool to get a Two-Face along with any of the other villains. Really, I am planning maybe to get the Joker, but I don't know. The head sculpt just bothers me, but I think I just might get it just to review for you guys. Um, and it pretty much goes well with the Batman. So yeah, I think that is pretty much it. There's only a couple downfalls with like lack of paint at the chest, but I mean that's pretty much okay. That's not a big deal. I think the next one is just the packaging. The packaging would have looked so cool, and I think maybe for this particular Batman, it should have been kind of like scenes from the game. I don't know. Probably not. Probably is fine the exact way it is. I just do not like how they packaged that. But I think that the figure is really nice. I do have one more from this line because I thought he was cool. I don't know what he's from, but we'll take a look at him in the next review. But I think that's all for this review. That it's very nice to pose, and it's definitely going to be a cool part to your collection. But I think that's all for this review. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this random review. I'll definitely try to look at more of the DC multiverse figures. I believe that's what they're called. But that is it for this review. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Just remember to leave, like, comment, subscribe, do all that crap if you want to. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. I don't know how else to what else to really say, but hopefully you did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one, probably with the other Batman figure I have. So I'll see you guys then.